슈퍼스타인데 킹스. 오늘은 요거 한 판 하고 그 다음에 일반 매치 가서 뭐 전설팀인가 그런 거 있으면은 그거 팀으로 한 판 하고 마무리 할게요 오늘.
Big Santa, Shaquille O'Neal, and his elf, Kenny the Jet Smith. And his what?
웃음소리 봐. 산적이야 산적.
Oh, God. And the pre-game warm-ups are wrapping up out in Houston.
점점 떨어질 건데 슈퍼스타로 하면 저거. 경기당 98점을 넣는데 거기에 내가 있어. 다행히 좋네. 홈이고 상대는 킹스고. 야 킹스도 17승 14패야.
And thanks for joining us on this Christmas Eve. Kevin and before
Well, guys,
thanks, David, and it's clear that Coach Yeager is
뻘짓하지 말고
an impressive young coach. For a young player, Clark is adjusting to the speed of the NBA and the length of the schedule. So, how do you power through that rookie wall? How do you survive that?
Well, there's no magic formula, Kevin. You just have to stay the course because it comes in different times for different players. For me, it was after about 60 games. I was a starter playing 34, 35 minutes a game. So it was a combination of
우리 애들도 잘해줘야 되는데 와우.
2.5 times more games than I had ever played in my career. So you fight through it, stay with your habits, stay with your preparation, and eventually you find your legs.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Labissiere and Cauley Steiner, the bigs. Fox is out there with Bogdanovich, and it's Parsons in at the small forward. 5 to shoot. Here's Harden.
내가 한 명 무조건 수비를 빼줘야 돼. 하든이 잡았을 때 하든 길목을 못 가게 한 명은 빼줘야 되는 것 같아요. 이제 약간 처음에 못 모르고 명전할 때랑은 약간 달라졌어. 그래 하든이 뚫고 나가니까 겉으로 빼줘야 돼.
Sacramento on defense. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Anytime you come off the bench, you know your role. And that night,
이런 거 자제해야겠다 이제 여기.
Well, Greg, and I think it complements the starters when you can have such firepower coming off the bench.
It's Bogdanovich on the way.
오빠 잘 안 된다 이제.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Clint Capella.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Here's Farrell, guarded by Fox. Passes it to Boss.
와우, 굿샷.
A nice reverse.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Dishes it to Parsons. Here's Bogdanovich. Can't hit that one. Good D by Harden. For Houston, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Here's Farrell.
아, 무모하다 친구야.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You gotta protect the rim.
Textbook defense all around. Nice job at contesting the shot without.
와우, 드리블 보소.
And that's how you do it. Well done.
A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
내가 그럼 달려가줘야 되나?
Guarded by Fox. Kicks it to Harden.
여기서 포스트 무브로 포스트업으로 넣는 그 작전이었네.
Pass to Boss. Expanding his range.
우와.
The assist that time from
개샷,
Harden.
개샷.
That's 7 points for Boss.
Gotta like how they've come out here. I mean, connecting on 4 of their first 5 shots. Yes, that's good.
Cauley Stein at the elbow. Outside Bogdanovich. From deep. No good. He's off to a
할만하다,
slow
슈퍼스타.
start. 1 for 4 so far.
You know, this just hasn't been his quarter. I mean, he doesn't seem to be comfortable at all, particularly shooting. I mean, he knows he's struggling right now.
아, 없다.
Boss passes to Capella.
아유, 카펠라.
Get it to fall.
Those are chances.
별거 안
Almost
통한다 이제.
always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Coley Stein with a screen on Hart. Bogdanovich wide open.
가자.
Misses the three.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Screen by Capella.
하든.
From downtown.
굿.
Three for Houston.
좋다 좋다 좋다.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been.
이제 좀 어느 정도 휴스턴이 약간 녹아 들어간 것 같지 않아요? 약간
Passes to Farrell.
좀 이제 휴스턴 맞춰가는 것 같은데 조금씩.
The dish to Hart. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot two. And you ask any Houston fan who the greatest player in the history of their franchise
Shot.
is, and they all say Hakeem Olajuwon. Clark, you played against Olajuwon. Just how great a player was he? And what does he mean to this Rockets franchise today?
아우
He was
좋아.
special. A first ballot Hall of Famer, brought the only titles in franchise history to the Rockets, and could do everything you want from a big guy. Graceful, strong, a presence defensively and on the glass, unselfish. They called him Hakeem the Dream for good reason. That dude was a dream
들어갔다.
to play with and a nightmare for opponents.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
Yeah, those are back crushers. I mean, they really crack your back when you give teams second shots like that.
Rockets leading by 5. Anderson outside, shoots the three.
와
Shot
크다
misses.
크다.
And it's the Kings taking it the other way. Here's Bogdanovich. Hangs
자,
on the trifecta.
너무한다
Bogdanovich has got
3점.
Really sweet passing from Fox. He's a reliable floor general and has great vision on the court.
Anderson the screen.
아고.
It's stolen by Labissiere.
하나 보시 2개. 돌파가 왜 안 됐지?
Fox with it. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Utah.
And we got to talk about his 4 steals on the night. That's a complete performance at both ends of the floor.
Here's Coley Stein. Labissiere kicks to Fox. Labissiere the screen. Fox against Harden. And that one hits back iron. Houston in the lead. There's the pass to Bucks. The
아
Rockets again can't hit.
뺐다 뺐어.
Parsons outside. No one near Labissiere as he lets it go. And
싸대,
they're
12.
unable to get the time basket there.
바꿔 작전.
Harden the pass to Bucks. Here's Farrell. There's the pick. In the corner.
나이스 하든. 굿샷.
Three ball is good. Harden's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Rockets.
So pretty to watch when Harden gets room to shoot from 3. I mean, his release, picture perfect. I think it's going in every time.
오 좋았어.
He's been off so far, Kevin, but there's still time. I mean, he just
침착하게,
needs to
침착하게.
settle it down, idle it down a little bit.
아 침착하게 제발.
Contribute as much as he can on the
아이씨.
offense within himself.
The Kings trail by 5. Outside Bogdanovich. Parsons outside. Coley Stein a screen. And the
Capella
Nets
좋아.
have the best shot selection there. Rockets have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Goes up on the block.
나이스 파울.
Gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Chandler Parsons. And guys,
아유
on the score
큰일 났다,
breakdown
큰일 났어.
so far for Houston.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And also another aspect of their
야,
game
두 개 다 못
that's
넣었어.
been
와.
so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Nene, he's checked in for Clint Capella. Risa comes in for Anderson. Gordon's checked in for James Harden. And it's Troy Daniels in for Farrell. Coley Stein a screen. Shot clock at 5.
몰라.
The 3 from Hill. The shot missing.
네네.
And Houston the other way now. This game against Sacramento is the first time they've met this year.
And looking back to
와,
last
안
season,
들어가?
they won this season series as you'd expect.
Yeah, there's a reason they were a playoff team. I mean, they beat the teams they were supposed to. We'll see if they can do it again tonight.
야, 오지게 안 들어간다.
Kicks to Daniels.
천천히.
At the elbow, it's Gordon. Kicks it out to Ariza.
아, 좋았어.
Ariza's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Man, watching Ariza pull the trigger from outside, he is a skilled sniper from deep. Yeah, you chronicle the career of Trevor Ariza. You know, he came into the league primarily as a slasher and transition scorer and a good defender. He's done a nice job in his game as he's gotten older. And now he's much more of a 3-and-D type player, impacting both ends of the floor.
Pass to Boss.
와, 돌파가 어렵다 이제. 슈퍼스타 어렵네.
Inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
And Ariza is certainly Clark of the 3-and-D mold as a veteran. That is often what players
Nice
on the
blocking.
perimeter need to do as their athleticism starts to decline.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Ariza can still run the floor and occasionally punch it down on you. There's no question about that.
넣어야 된다
You know, it's
다이어트.
just now the bulk of his contributions come off knocking down threes. He's had a very long and productive career and has really done a nice job of adapting to whatever his team needs from him.
And so he hits both. The Kings trail by 10. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Hill dishes to Labissiere.
스위치.
Holy Stein a screen.
아, 들어왔다.
Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
I think he's got to be more aggressive, stronger, getting through those screens. Can't allow shooters that kind of space to pull the trigger.
아유, 가라는데도 못 가고 있네 저거.
And some nice passing there
음악.
by Houston. Fires the three.
아유,
Missing.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
나이스,
Yeah,
땡큐.
nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
The Rockets making a switch here.
17초 남고 교체해주네. 이 쿼터 중반에 들어왔어요.
Rockets leading by 11. On the court for Sacramento. You've got Skal Labissiere. Bogdanovich out there with Chandler Parsons.
뚫었지롱.
And there's Mason.
좋았다, 좋았어.
That was beautiful. What a punch. And that last replay courtesy of Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Boss in that last matchup
Whoa.
against the Grizzlies delivered a performance for the ages. He had 52 points, and as he always seems to do, piled up rebound after rebound. He racked up big numbers in what was a really good performance. Can he carry it over
나이스.
tonight? We'll see, Kevin.
Good.
Could you believe that performance? Wow.
I mean, it was really something to see. Yeah, he showed everybody just how special he is when he is on his game.
Greg, something really stoked his fire. Man, there was no holding him back. And when a player is that locked in, you just got to sit back and enjoy the ride.
Labissiere, no good.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Clearly a frustrating
얘들아.
missed opportunity there. Perfect screen, got him the space he needed, but he bricked it.
The feed to Mason. Here's the screen. Back to Parsons. Shot clock at 6. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. They get the rebound.
리바운드 애들 못 따냐 이렇게 애들이.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And Fox has a lot of game. I mean, really good at distributing the ball, getting into the lane, and getting his guys involved.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. And Clark, you've seen so many college and NBA games. What skill or mindset do you see as the best predictor for when a college player is going to be an NBA star?
Well, it's hard to predict stardom, but clearly things that transfer from a skill standpoint from college to the NBA, at least historically, have been the ability to rebound at a high rate. That seems to always make its way from college to the pro game. And then the proficiency of your skill set in terms of ball handling, shooting, and then I would say at the point guard position, the ability to run a team usually transfers. When you can get other people's shots and understand flow and time and score and situations, that doesn't leave you from the college to the pro game.
They set the pick. Coley Stein, a screen. Shot off the screen. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Fox has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. Fox continues to get better from the mid-range, just the way he wants to.
Passes it to Boss.
안 되겠다, 안 되겠다. 뒤로. 아, 또 나왔네.
Guarded by Mason. Anderson the screen.
벌려주고 이렇게. 야, 저걸 못 넣으면 어떡하냐.
Coley Stein's got 8 rebounds in this game.
아헤. 자, 여지없이 들어가네, 얘네. 로마크는 무조건 들어가네.
Down now to just 9 in the bucket from Mason. Houston's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Anderson the screen. Here's Farrell. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Harden the pass to Farrell. Good. Harden with the assist that time.
And Harden is more than just a scorer. He's also got some sensational handles and passing instincts. Loves connecting with his teammates.
Timeout called by the Kings. Claus with a strong contribution so far in this one.
I don't think the defense has an answer for him, Kevin. I mean, he's simply going off right now, knocking down everything.
1:58 left in the second quarter. 13 feet away. And it goes on Ryan Anderson. That's his first foul.
And really a good defensive effort there to
이거 점수 들어가고 또 쏘는 건가?
Positioning just too good. Gotta deny him the ball before he gets to that spot. They've
3점이네.
hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
Here's Boss.
빨리 주지, 하든.
He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
Outstanding presence of mind. Harden is constantly looking for the open shooter.
Feeds it to Coley Stein. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And he's good on the second. .131 left here in the second. Here's Farrell, who's averaging around 5.5 points a game. And the shot falls.
에라이, 나가 죽어라.
Now here's Fox. Outside Bogdanovich. He kicks it to Mason. Coley Stein with a screen on Harden. The Kings need to get off a shot here. Parsons shot is off.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning
3점.
after that shot.
Did a good job.
에이씨.
Extended out nicely and definitely bothered the shot.
Coley Stein a screen. Fox dishes to Coley Stein.
빠르다, 빨라.
Design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Coley Stein's got it back down to within single digits with the King.
줘봐 이제. 근데 할 만큼 했으니까 낮춰 이제.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot, and it'll be his 4th time going
파울
to
유도
the free
계속
throw
해야
line of the
돼.
game.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Splashed them one after another. It really was quite a display from the striker. I don't think you really can say enough about the work he's put in and the massive strides he's made in his free throw shooting, guys. I mean, his numbers are way up
부상
this
받고
year.
날아가는 줄 알았어요.
He's checked in for Mason. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Coley Stein a screen. And it's Bogdanovich.
아유 놓쳤다.
Sinks the
에이.
three-pointer.
조금만 리바운드 생각해도 거리가 벌어져 갈까.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
뭐 할 건데?
From deep. No good on that last second attempt there. And so it's Houston.
확실히 슈퍼스타급 이상부터 가면 우리 애들이 좀 하향되는 것 같아. 느낌이 좀.
And we'll be right back after halftime. The second half just about to get going here. Boss has been sensational.
And through the first 2 periods, it seemed he got to the paint whenever he wanted to. Just a slasher's mentality.
Yeah, you know, good things happen when he cuts to the rim, Greg. And
아 뭐야
into the
이쪽이야?
heart of the defense like that makes things easy.
이거 안 들어가지. 아 놓칠 뻔했네 저거.
Harden out there with Farrell. And it's Boss in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
자해.
Labissiere sends it back.
무리다
Love
무리.
how aggressive Labissiere is on defense. I mean, using that wide frame and long reach to turn back shots.
Bogdanovich sets the pick for Labissiere. Labissiere, the screen, dishes it to Bogdanovich. Labissiere with the screen for Bogdanovich. Fires from the line. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
하든
Capella's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
신중하게 라인.
On the wing, Harden. He's covered by Bogdanovich. And there's the pass to Boss.
걸렸다. 아이고.
It's rebounded by Labissiere. The Kings trail by 7. Here's Fox. And
야,
he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
따라잡히겠어 이거
Fox has
점수.
got the first basket of the 3rd quarter for the Kings.
하든 폭탄 돌리기 당했어.
90 seconds now into the second half.
이제 안 꿀려 그죠 애들이.
Back to Farrell from downtown. Gets the 3.
애들이 안 뚫려.
Farrell's got 6.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from 3-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Fox kicks to Labissiere. He feeds it to Fox. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner.
애들 리바운드 못 믿겠어.
3 is off the mark. Rockets leading by 8.
스크린 불러야지. 요건 통하겠지 요건.
Here's Boss. 21 points in the game.
그치 요건 통하네. 스크린 불러서
Oh, and there's the
드라이빙 하는 건 걸리는데 1대1로 들어가는 거는 잘 안 먹힌다.
Showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I
한번
know
더
there are a
써먹어야 돼,
lot
한
of
번 더.
questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
Trevor Ariza's checked in for Houston. Gordon comes in for James Harden. Jackson, he's checked in for Sacramento. Hill comes in for Bogdanovich. Labissiere, the screen. Kicks to Fox. Shoots from the line. They get it back. Now it
아우,
appears
킬 땄다,
an
킬
injury
땄어.
on the floor, and that does
야.
not look like any fun.
잭슨
And boy, when you see someone hurting
큰일 났다,
like
쟤네.
this, it's always scary.
폭스구나
You're
폭스
exactly
잭슨이
right,
아니고.
Greg. I mean, with the way it looked, what we have to
아이고
hope for now is that somehow it's not a long-term issue.
고등학생 같아 그냥. 옆에 겨드랑이 털 봐 저거.
Checked in for Fox.
겨드랑이 털을
And to look now at some of the players we can expect to see in this
따라잡히지가
year's
않아,
dunk contest.
덩크.
Always one of the great events of All-Star Weekend.
It is, Kevin. You just can't take your eyes off it. The ideas those guys come up with, and then the guts it takes to pull them off, always blows me away.
Take a look at Boss. Almost all the way up there in the top spot. I don't know if he'll make it to number 1, but you'd have to say he's going to be a part of the
없다, 얘들아.
contest for sure.
It's looking that way, and the contest will be a lot better off having him in it. He always puts on a show.
And so that's the breakdown as it currently stands. We'll be keeping you all updated with the latest info and, of course, our final list of contestants as we get closer.
Yeah, and if they don't invite me to be a judge, I'm still going.
나이스. 위험했는데 잘 들어갔다.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
So for the Rockets, Nene, he's checked in for
구성 한 명이라 얘네 어떻게든 파울 좀 트러블 걸어서 나가게 만들어야 돼. 교체 당하게.
Outside Hill. To end the run, foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And the speed of the NBA is something that just can't be measured until you experience it. So, Clark, when you take that into account, who are some of the quickest players right now in the league?
50대 62. 괜찮네. 12점 차이였는데 더 차이 난다.
Houston leading by 15. Harden outside. He dishes it to Gordon.
고든.
They set the pick. It's Harden with the drive. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And some great passing here so far. Let's check out this chart that breaks down where the assists have been coming from for the Kings.
And really, their guards have been the ones that have done the bulk of the passing and shot creation. Sometimes the ball handlers will look to score more down the stretch. We'll see if that becomes more of a focus.
And the Kings making a change here. Giles is checked in. Here's Bogdanovich. The Rockets pull it in.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
이적 있어요. 한 시즌 끝나면은 자유계약 선수 돼서 팀 정해야 돼요. 최근 10경기 필드골이 제일 좋네, 하든. 저도 오클라호마 있다가 여기 온 거예요, 휴스턴으로.
Yeah, and he's efficient and he's intelligent in his shot selection. You're exactly
처음에
right there,
팀이
but don't take away from the fact that he's a
커리어 모드
tremendous
선수한테
pure
관심도가
shooter as well. Even when
없으면은
he's got
못
a
갈 수도
hand right
있어요.
in his face, I mean, he makes tough shots.
이적도 그냥 아무데나 다 가는 게 아니고 팀마다 이제 자기를 원하는 관심도가 이제 있어가지고.
I mean, he's a high motor player who strokes it well from deep. Actually, strokes it well from everywhere.
거기서 이제 협상을 다시 해야 되거든요. 시간이랑 돈이랑.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
And it's time for an injury report. And now let's check in with Hall of Famer David Aldridge to see how De'Aaron Fox is doing. David.
Well, guys, I had a moment to catch up with
오유,
athletic
블로킹.
trainer, and the news is pretty good. It does not look like a severe injury. He won't play any further tonight, obviously, and will be out for quite a while. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thanks for checking in and letting us know how he's doing.
And let's just hope that he doesn't have any setbacks during his recovery.
Yeah, I'm with you there, guys. One thing we know is that he's not going to let it get him down. I mean, it'll only motivate him to work harder to get back as soon as possible.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
I wasn't quite sure if he'd be able to maintain that same level of play. I had my doubts coming into this game, but consider my doubts disappeared.
Harden the pass to Gordon. 54 seconds left in the third quarter.
누구야, 파울?
Jackson picks up the foul. That'll be foul number 5 on him, and due to the bonus, we'll be headed to the free throw line. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for Houston.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They've worked hard tonight at crashing the boards as well. They've had a bunch of second chance points.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Houston. Yogi Ferrell comes in for Gordon. Mason dishes to Exum. Coley Stein a screen. From the stripe. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Exum's got his second basket of the night. Houston leading by 14. Harden kicks to Anderson. Now here's Harden. Tight defense on him.
야, 하든.
Harden's got 6 in the quarter.
And this is why Harden is a top player, an elite player. I mean, somebody who effortlessly sinks shots over intense defense makes him special.
시간 다 쓰겠다.
We've got 13 seconds left in the third.
아우, 놓쳤어.
And here's Exum. He's got 5. Cauley Stein a screen. A three-pointer off the mark. And so it's Houston with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And we'll be right back after this.
확실히 평득이 낮아지네. 30점 넘기도 힘들겠는데. 35점?
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Here is Harden. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. On the floor for Sacramento. Mason is out there with Exum. Then there's Chandler Parsons. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3. Can't hit.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
A baseline J. Exum's shot is off.
잘해줘.
It's leading by 16. Here's Harden.
와, 막 들어가네 저거 그냥.
Contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It goes on Chandler Parsons.
Hey, Harden is seeking contact. He is hunting bodies.
자유투로 겁나
when he
뜯어내고
drives.
있어.
He's so good at just getting his body into the path of the defense.
And he can't hit the second. Well, Clark, you had the distinct honor of playing horse against the former president of the U.S., Barack Obama. You lost that game, I don't want to remind you, but I want an honest answer. Did you let him win that contest?
Kevin, the deal is that it was an unbelievable privilege to play POTUS. We changed it
야, 미쳤네 저거.
2010, and I let the president up. I gave him life after I had him
날라다니는데,
down,
하든?
and he took advantage of turning the momentum in his favor. He won fair and square. I did give him an opportunity to win, but he's on top in that matchup, and I think it ended up being good television. And while some of my former teammates look at me with disdain for having lost a horse game to the president, I think it was all intended to end just the way it did.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
Here's Boss. He digs the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
The Kings trail by 19. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Cauley-Stein with the screen for Bogdanovich. The shot, no good.
콜도 떠가지고 잘 안 들어가.
Take it the other way. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That'll be the latter half of this two-game homestand. For Sacramento, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Now Exum. Cauley-Stein a screen. And counted, and a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
Oh, thank you. 리바운드.
Scal Labissiers checked in for Dante Exum, and it's Hill in for Mason. Here's Boss, covered by Parsons.
안 되겠다. 못 뚫겠다. 못
Boss
뚫겠다.
passes to Farrell.
굿샷.
Three-point range. And the Rockets lead by 20.
And when you're down this many points, hard to justify leaving a good shooter that wide open.
Well, you know what, Greg? To me, it looks like they packed it in and just kind of given up.
Cauley-Stein dishes to Bogdanovich.
와,
They match it with a three-pointer.
잘 들어간다.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Pass to Boss. In the corner, Farrell. Passes to Boss. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. That free throw good from Boss. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Ryan Anderson. And a change for Sacramento. Jackson, he's checked in for Parsons. Mark, we've seen the bench celebration become almost an art form in the NBA over the past few seasons. Are you surprised this is a thing now?
Not at all. Again, when everything
야,
is captured and
깨끗한데?
documented and you're going to have
뭐야.
creativity
저 왜 못 잡아?
and attention-grabbing celebration. So it's just part of the landscape.
Teardrop shot.
자.
And the layup is up and in. 34 points for Boss.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Hill. Coley Stein a screen.
나이스.
Here's Farrell. He's guarded by Hill. Clark, when you played, you were the classic power forward. Forwards now are asked to do so much in terms of skill set on the floor. Just how much has that forward position changed in the last few decades?
You know, in some ways, Kevin, it's become a little more specialized. I mean, you have wing players now that fall into that
와우,
small
좋았어,
forward
턴오버.
category. But guys between 6'6" and 6'10" now are playing on the wing, which means you've got to be able to move your feet and
뚫렸다.
defend. Versatile players at that
아이고.
position. You've got to be able to handle the ball and make plays ideally, get shots, score the ball, and rebound effectively. So that's always been, I thought, the 2 and 3
불이 있을 때
positions.
버닝
which are
들어왔을 때
wings
빨리 해야
now.
되는데.
Those positions are the most demanding in the league in terms of both sides of the ball. The power forward position has become somewhat like that now.
굿샷.
Versatility and skill set of so many of those bigger players. I think the demands are pretty much the same. The one thing that changed is the fact that you have to play out on the floor more and in space, which means you've got to be a little more athletic if you're going to be part of a small ball lineup.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. And we felt it. Even over here, we felt it.
It's the best way to do it, as long as you don't get teed up for it.
Boss passes to Harden. Harden draws the double. Here's Farrell. He's guarded by Hill. Ariza.
아, 좋아, 아리자.
From deep.
And Ariza has great confidence in his shot. A dynamite catch and shoot player.
Hill kicks to Labissiere. Jackson dishes to Labissiere. Back to Jackson. Launches a three.
와,
And
좀만
another three for Sacramento.
거리 벌어져도 바로 넣어버리네.
Okay, we got a nice little back
이렇게 잘
and
들어가,
forth going
애들.
here.
Yeah, and I like it. I love seeing that. It's a lot of fun when that happens. These teams are going at each other from the outside.
Farrell passes to Boss. Jackson comes over with the double. And it's out of
포스트업을 하긴 멀다 멀어.
was last touched by Jackson. And the Rockets making a change here. Anderson's checked in. The Kings also at the sub. Parsons is checked in. Parsons comes with a double team. 5 on the clock.
안돼, 점프샷
And league
안돼.
expansion is something that simply won't leave the conversation in the
점프볼, 아.
NBA right now. Clark, do you think that the NBA adding another team or two is inevitable?
I don't think it's inevitable. As a matter of fact, I think we're at a good number.
아,
where we
점프를
are,
아,
Kevin.
주지 않는 게 왜 이렇게 오래
Still
걸려
the
저거.
best league in the world, and I think you could dilute that a bit if you added teams. So I'm fine with where we are.
Hill kicks to Parsons. Coley Stein with the screen for Parsons. Bogdanovich up top, guarded by Harden. Bogdanovich, no luck.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Pass to Boss. Back to Harden.
위험했다. 아유.
And Labissiere sends it back. Rockets
와,
keep it
카펠라
going with the
미쳤다.
new 24-second
미쳤어,
clock.
미쳤어.
Man, it's nice to see Capella get that deep position inside, and then he's able to draw the foul as he forces the defense to whack it.
Taking 2 shots.
That's good
아,
from
좋아.
Capella. So he picks up just one from the line that time.
Well, I tell you what, it's really impressive how Capella has improved his role so quickly, Kevin. I mean, he's a starting caliber center known for his defense, but continues to make strides on offense, too.
Here's Farrell. He's guarded by Hill. Here's Boss. Kept alive. Farrell passes to Boss. They set the pick. Farrell kicks to Capella.
와우, 카펠라 미쳤다.
Sheer power there from Capella. Not an easy guy to contain when he's going up with the shot.
Here's Hill. Now a timeout called by Sacramento. Well, the commissioner recently said the NBA will review.
슈퍼스타 난이도 할 만하다. 이제 주말부터 해야겠어요.
Any idea how that will change, if it will at all?
You know what? I'm not sure, Kevin. Quite honestly, when this rule was instituted about 10 years ago now, 10 or 11 years ago, I thought it would be good. I felt 1 year of college, if a guy was fully invested in that experience, would be better than no years. But I also understand college is not for everybody. And I'm actually of the mindset now that you should be allowed to leave right out of high school if you so choose. But if you do go to college, I would like there be a rule in place that there's a commitment to 2 years. I just think that would benefit all involved, the players, the universities, and I think the NBA would get a more mature and an NBA-ready prospect. That being said, I think we're going to end up, you know, kind of where we are right now. I don't know if anything is going to change in the near future.
Cauley Stein, a screen. Hill dishes to Cauley Stein. Shoots over Capella. There's Labissiere. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup.
Hey, guys, there's no substitute for hustle for these rebounds, and Labissiere giving every ounce of energy he has for his team right now.
Here's Boss, covered by Parsons.
안 되겠다.
Boss passes to Capella, and Cauley Stein over to Hill. It's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain
떨리지가
possession.
않는데.
And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth quarter. Just 2 to shoot from deep Harden. Sacramento grabs the miss. Right side Hill. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Nice job that time from Hill drawing the foul. His quick release is really hard to catch up.
튕겼다.
No good on the free throw. And recently the NBA changed it so announcers for teams no longer get a vote in league awards. Not an easy decision for the league to make, Clark.
No, it wasn't an easy
아,
one, but
얘들아.
I can understand that. There's always the potential for bias when you're associated with a particular team. But there's also some expertise that you no longer have now because of that rule. So it's a delicate balancing act, and I don't mind at least giving it a shot for the league to do it this way.
Mason, he checked in for Hill. There's a good screen. Here's Mason. And the shot no good, a bit short.
The defense was less than impressive there, but despite them not really contesting that shot, he still bricked it.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Rockets.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in
안
this one, but
뚫린다.
I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
Greg, I don't think it'll play out quite that
40점 쳐야 되는데 나.
coming out on the losing end of game
네네,
1
가자,
is
네네.
just that much more motivated to get even in game 2 and 3. So I think the edge goes to the losing team.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Boss.
And I thought the defense really looked lost out there, helpless. He had an answer for whatever they threw his way.
To the middle, it's deflected. Stolen by Tucker. Now the dish to Gordon. Here's Boss. Misses the shot. So we see Houston taking the W here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And you know, this game could really be a defining one.
Thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you later.